I just think it's important that there's somewhere you need to be able to
eat.
You don't want to leave, again, someone questioning, where would I have a dining table?
In terms of the furnishings for the house and the cottage,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure whether we want to try and show two different styles,
Yeah.
or do you think we should just keep it consistent throughout both?
I think this one, they're going to appeal to different people, so I think that one can be slightly difficult, that one. It could be younger or it could be downsizers, couldn't it? So with that in mind, we'll probably make that one a little bit more traditional and this maybe a little bit more modern for a younger family.
Perfect.
But obviously have that traditional twist in there.
Yep.
And this one, you get that really nice family vibe in, but probably a little bit younger, a little bit more modern, a bit more contemporary. Because I do love using the contemporary feel in a real...
With that backdrop?
Yeah, it'd be really nice to sort of explore.
Kitchen.
This is a nice size.
So we've gone for, I've actually got the colour code on my phone in case it helps.
Oh, super.
So in the house we've gone for the light grey shaker style. In the cottage here we've gone for this cashmere.
Yeah,
this
okay.
Real cottagey vibe here.
Yeah, lovely.
And then what I will do is I will share with you this selection of tiles that we're looking at the moment.
So shaker style again in here.
Shaker style, around L shape to this window.
Okay.
And again L shape around there.
Okay. Is there any dining space or anything in here?
Nothing in here. No.
Okay, that's fine.
There's limited space downstairs through here, so this is
right.
Sort of a dining, living.
Oh, okay.
It's a very odd shape.
It is an odd
so
shape,
this is definitely going to challenge you in terms of what to do that makes sense for this property
absolutely.
downstairs. We've got little cubby holes in both spaces, both corners.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Very much so. But that could easily be used for shelving or something. And again, might be able to get a slim, it's just a bit here.
I mean, as you've said, shelving, one thing that we don't have in this property is we don't have much storage space.
Okay.
So we might use that as a utility, actually. Like a,
that would
not
work.
A utility,
well,
like
just a storage area, storage
room.
cupboard, absolutely. But here, again, that could have a little like desk or bureau, or again, just an accent chair, just a little reading area or something.
Yes, you've got a nice view looking straight out the window.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well lit.
Especially if it's downsizers. I mean, they might not still, we might just work part-time from home or something. It'd be nice just to have a little area where they can sit and work or... So, have the units all been ordered for in here?
Yes.
Okay.
On Monday. So they're probably not on the system yet in case there's any changes that you'd recommend.
I'm just thinking if we could get sort of a breakfast area in here as well as your units, because that's really small.
So this is the place that we need to also get somewhere that people can eat.
Yeah. There's a possibility we could put a small table in the middle here.
What are the units? I think the units are 600 deep, so they'll probably come to... I guess that's what that line was.
But that area would work really nicely to have a little table. And that area would, but that area is probably where you've got your sink and stuff going in, isn't it? Yeah. Put a round table in here. It's about, they're normally about 110 in diameter. You could get 4 chairs round and it would... Are you having you right all the way up to here or just to here? Yeah, so this would work here for a dining area.
Your vision's better than mine on this. I have no idea what that would look like.
So if I sort of do either side of me, turn around, that would work there.
Okay.
I just think it's important that there's somewhere you need to be able to
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially downsizers, they're going to want to be entertaining, having people around for food.
Yeah.
So you don't want to leave, again, someone questioning, where would I have a dining table?
Yep.
They might then decide that they've got room for a dining
Like
table.
say they might prioritise...
against the window here or something here. You know, they might say, or they could have a sofa here and a dining table here, because you could have a little sofa there and another sofa here, and that could be a dining table. But I think to present the room at its best for selling, I think if we get a 2-seater maybe in here, an accent, and then we've got all this lovely space here for a 3-seater.
Yeah, okay.
Leave that passageway there, but it still gives that coziness that you can sit and have conversation, and it's warm and nice. It looks like a really good sized living room as well. So is this bathroom?
Bathroom.
Yeah.
We are removing this chimney stack here.
Okay.
And putting a shower here.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, it's really lovely, isn't it?
Bed 2.
Yeah. Bed 2. Yeah, so this, have we got a double in here, dressing table here,
I think we're ready for double that way. That's the thinking with the plug socket.
Absolutely. We've got a dressing table up against this wall again, because then your light's going to hit a mirror here. So that will work really nicely. And then you've got a little accent chair where people can go, okay, well, I'd fit a wardrobe or a chest of drawers. Because it's just that there's something in that space, and I think, well, if it's big enough for that, it's big enough for... Stops the questioning.
Makes sense. In here,
this is lovely size.
Nice size. There was
Yeah.
a shower in that corner, interestingly enough.
I can see, yeah.
And there was some built-in wardrobes that we've taken out.
Okay.
So we are contemplating whether to just redress and keep that exposed.
Yeah.
Unsure right now.
Okay.
But working on the floor, and we've made allowances for bed either side, because we didn't know where it was going.
I think if you expose it, I think bed this size, so
And
it's
if we
a bit
don't
more
expose
feature.
it, back
You
it
could
against
switch
it.
it that way. Yeah, it
Okay.
could go either way.
My only concern is,
How good are the bricks?
it's how good is this going to look once it's done, or is
Yeah.
it just going to look unfinished?
And the thing is, if the finish is going to be sort of that really nice sort of modern, sort of premium finish, do you want that rustic sort of look of an open brick in there? I don't know.
Consideration for you when you think about the
Yeah.
designs and the style. To wrap things up here,
Yeah.
what's your process when you leave here? What do you then do?
My process now is I'll take all my notes, I'll refer back to your videos, which is why normally I take hundreds of photos, but
Yeah.
I've got that as a really good reference point. So, and then we'll go through room by room, sort of assess what furniture's needed. Then I will look at ideas of design, colour schemes that will work well, furniture that will work well. I will then pull together some ideas of room sets from inventory we already hold, and then look what I then need to order in. We then put our costs together, we send you a list of that cost, what inventory is included there, and an idea of colour palette and room set. And that is the
Absolutely.
next stage.
Perfect.
Not
And
a
in terms
problem.
of when you would normally stage a property, it's when every bit of work is done.
Yes.
We're completely off-site, which
Yes.
is one of the things that we learnt last time.
Yes.
Because we were still trying to do snagging around Sarah's staging.
Yes.
Which causes a bit of complication, but we learnt our lesson, so we'll get everything completely done, and then you guys
all
come
done,
in and
all
do your
clean,
magic.
oh, yeah, and then it's a lot easier process for everyone then. And in terms of timing, we would probably aim to have it all, both properties done in 2 days.
Perfect.
So yeah, that one, would take a full day. This one, probably 2/3 of a day, but it would mean we could just come and we then bring Laura on, the photographer.
Yep.
Who does fabulous property images. So, and then she would probably come in the following day, and she would get all this done within half a day as well. So,
And they're the photos that show up with the estate agent to put
Yeah.
the property on the market, make
Yeah.
it look as good as it can.
absolutely.
And for people that are watching this and they're thinking, that's great, how long do we get the furniture, I'm just going to call it, and accessories
Initially
for?
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
And then if you decide you want to keep it a little bit longer, if you've not got an offer that you wanted to receive, or some people, just because of how the market is at the moment, like to wait until completion, we then roll in 4-week blocks. But it's normally about 20% of the cost of the initial install. So from then on, all you're doing is renting the furniture and the accessories on a 4-week block. Whereas the initial install, the costs come from the delivery and the installation and the time and the prep. And we even include obviously all the removal costs into that because it's a one-off cost.
Yep.
So when I say it's extended for another 4 weeks, it's not the initial install cost. So we'll put that price in the proposal as well, so you can see going forwards. But we like to do it that way. Some other staging companies will say an initial sort of 3-month, 12-week rental period, but we like to have a little bit of flexibility for our clients. Some people only want it for 6 weeks. I think these will sell really quickly because they're going to be fabulous. So if you don't need it any longer, then obviously, but if you did want to keep it longer, then that's what we offer.
Perfect. Thank you
Not a
so
problem
much
at
for
all.
today.
That's okay.